we don't want to have friction in our primaries. You very well know our primaries are the most hotly contested primaries that we have. And the repercussion it comes is after having a disorganized primary in the village. So this time I can assure you, the Electoral Commission of Tango Doi has come up with clear guidelines. The exercise has moved so smoothly.
However, in some areas, candidates have already reached a consensus.
Elections in Kampala Central, most of the places are going to be coming out as agreed on consensus. We'll have some few black spots like Nakasero 4, UTC Village, Rome Street, and some few places that they refuse to agree.
Kampala Metropolitan Minister Hajati Minsa Kabanda is among those expected to command the party primaries in the city.
I'm encouraging everybody tomorrow, you go vote for a good person, someone who is hardworking, someone who is going to lobby for you, because it's all about lobbying and mobilizing. Don't just come because you want to be masquerading. I don't say one chairperson and what and what. Otherwise, we want to win back Kampala Metropolitan and the Buganda region at large.
All leaders emphasize the need to maintain peace and harmony during this process.
You know you support me, you stand behind me. If you don't support me, you go. You stand to the other person, you stand on the other side. But if you know you are an NRM chairperson, you want to bring an NRM chairperson and you really support him, stand behind his back and vote for him, and then they count you.
However, police has been notified about the antagonizers of the exercise.
We are monitoring the situation very well. The books were sent to the ground. We have also written to the Uganda Police Force to help us monitor with the security, to provide security that we might need.
We are ready. We received they communicated to us their roadmap, and the Inspector General of Police tasked the territorial commanders to be on the lookout on the dates that elections are going to take place in their areas of responsibility. They are supposed to provide security in case it is needed, where it is needed. Secondly, we know that NRM election, very many people participate in it. It is not like others, but as security, we are ready.
The NRM Secretary General Richard Odong acknowledged that some hotspots across the country will be checked, with Zimbabwe being a red zone.
Yes, we have also got reports that there are incidences of a bit of problems in a few districts. We have got reports of Buyende district where there is conflict in the office over the activities of the administrative officer. I have got reports from Lango, Lira City. There are also confusion in Lira City. I'm trying to coordinate and work on. We have got reports about what is happening in Sembabule and a few of the sports areas around the camp.
The Tuesday 6th exercise is the day where NRM members will vote for the lower level NRM party structures. Robert Nyango, UBC News.
The National Resistance Movement South Africa chapter has rallied its members in the diaspora to actively participate in the ruling party's upcoming programs as part of efforts to secure a renewed mandate for the people. We have a report from South Africa.
I'm here today to call upon all the party members, all the chapter members, all the Diaspora League members at party level, at every step, at every stage, to come together and embrace this program. On Tuesday, 6 May 2025, you're all aware that the LOC local council elections are starting within or across 72,000 villages. So I call upon each and every person to come together than ever before to see that we win these elections, and also in a party structure as we all stand together. I call upon you to mobilize to be each other keeper, to be the whistleblower to each and every member within the party. Let's forget all our difference, but the time is now. The time is now to work together to win this election from each level. I call upon the Diaspora League members, let us give total support. Let us work closely so that we see these elections as a party will win them. You've done it before.
The Director Mobilization in the NRM, Rosemary Seninde, has met with security officials who are overseeing the election of local council leaders in Wakiso district. The exercise expected to take place in 72,000 villages across the country starts tomorrow.
The Director NRM Mobilization, Rosemary Seninde, has met with security officials deployed to oversee the NRM local council election process in Wakiso district.
Wano wenjagala nkozesa omukisa guno nyongera okukubiriza abo bonna bakandidate abagenda okwesimbawo obutadda ate kuvuganya nga ba independence olw'ensonga nti ekibiina kyaffe tuba tugenda kukireeteramu emiwaatwa nti buli lwe tujja nga ba independence ate ffe nnyini twonoona akalulu kaffe ne tuwa omwaganya bannaffe ab'opposition okutuyitako.
Seninde explained how the voting process will be conducted and urged candidates who may lose to accept defeat.
Naye ku mulundi guno tukakasa nti tulina registers era ensonga lwaki bonna ab'enkya mukuŋŋaanye mu bbalaza mujja kuba mutunulira registers zino n'okulaba amannya agazirimu okukakasa nti kyekyo n'oluvannyuma tulyoke tugende mu maaso n'okulonda. Kati registers zino zijja kuba mumaze okuzikakasa zijja kutuyamba nnyo mu kalulu aka primary oba akamyufu.
She also encouraged all NRM members to participate actively in the elections. Wakiso district comprises 4 municipalities, 31 sub-counties and 720 villages. Sudat Kaye, UBC News.
The Forum for Democratic Change Katonga faction, now operating under the name People's Power Front, has called upon the Electoral Commission to extend the ongoing voter verification exercise. The acting president, Elias Lukomwa, stated that many Ugandans remain unaware of the process due to limited public sensitization efforts. He was addressing the media during the party's weekly press briefing at their offices. We'll have the Katonga story later on. Moving on, Uganda Police and the Uganda People's Defense Forces are investigating an incident that happened at Lukomwa Police Post that left several police officers injured. The Kampala Metropolitan Police spokesperson Fred Onyango says that this was an individual UPDF officer's responsibility, not the institution of the army in general.
Last week, UPDF officers allegedly raided Lukomwa Police Post and insulted police officers, including the OC, and injured many.
The leadership of the two institutions are in touch. They are handling the issue. 2, there is an investigation ongoing. Investigations on the assaults of police officers and aggravated robbery that was carried out during that process of raiding our police station.
So the police and the army are investigating the incident to ascertain the cause of the scuffle.
The leadership of the two institutions are in touch. They are handling the issue. 2, There is an investigation ongoing.
The police authority has commended the professionality exhibited by police officers.
We want to, first of all, appreciate our officers who are professional enough to go through what they went through without retaliating, without responding. Although others were at the nearby houses, they kept cool and they did not want the situation to escalate further.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Internal Affairs has cautioned female adults against excitement with foreign contractors. This follows 16 girls searching for men who impregnated them.
Girls, we received a number, 16 of them in number, who had love relations with contractors who came to do works here. And they had children with these people. Now the contracts of these people ended and these people abandoned these girls and went back.
The Directorate of Immigration and Passport Management reveals that on several occasions, Ugandan girls get excited by white contractors, especially on road construction sites, hoping for favors.
Buganda Kingdom has appealed to government to find means of ending abductions and kidnaps as the country heads for the 2026 general elections. The Katikiro of Buganda, Charles Peter Maiga, during a State of the Kingdom address in the first sitting of the 33rd Buganda Luchiko of 2025, said that such abductions compromise democracy.
Buganda Luchiko members have convened for the sitting of the 33rd Buganda Luchiko of 2025 in the State of the Kingdom address. The sitting was presided over by the Speaker of Luchiko, Patrick Luwagamugumbule. In his Kingdom address, the Katikiro of Buganda, Charles Peter Maiga, said despite financial difficulties, some of the achievements have been registered in sectors of agriculture and advised the government to fight fake drugs on market.
I urged the National Drug Authority and the National Bureau of Standards to ensure that the products that come into the country are of the right quality so that the farmers don't get demoralized when they buy substandard drugs.
Maiga is concerned about the state of roads in districts that generate much of the country's revenue.
I also urge the government in the coming budget to consider the roads in the districts that contribute the biggest share for the national economy. Districts of Kampala, Wakiso, Mukono, I think Masaka. I think those are the biggest contributors to the coffers, the national coffers. But then the roads, especially in Kampala and Wakiso, are in deplorable conditions. We urge government to consider them, because government will even realize more money when they fix the roads in these districts that contribute the biggest share of the national coffers.
He condemned abductions and kidnaps in the country and suggested the arrested people be arraigned in courts.
For example, the abduction of Mr. Edward Sebuufu, called as Eddie Mutwe. I urged the commander of the UPDF, who said on his X account that he's holding him, to release him. If Eddie Mutwe committed any offenses, I think he should be taken to the nearest police station for thorough investigation and, the subsequent prosecution and before the courts of law.
The Luchiko passed 6 resolutions with the emphasis on reminding members of parliament from Buganda to demand for the Buganda Kingdom ebyafe. Kayen Faith, Andrew Sebida for ABC.
From Luchiko, we'll go straight for a short break. Keep it with us. Thank you for watching.
Mama nyabo, ino internet ewenyukanga ekizungirizi ate kamera yayo lumamyo bannange eryandaka ku buggo guno mugano gwennyini. Funa kabodi supakati ku nsimbi ezisaliddwako ng'otandika kusinyisa emitwalo 49 zokka usasule mpola mpola sinsi 833 buli lunaku. Weewangulira omugano gwa kabodi supa okuva ku MTN weefunire GB 2 eza data wa MTN buli mwezi okumala emyezi 8. Weegambulire kabodi supa katikati okuva ku dduuka lya MTN wonna mu ggwanga. Everywhere you go, MTN ekolera wansi w'amateeka ga UCC.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels, and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukota Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
We used to run, but most of the time we were running away from something. But nowadays, everything seems different. People still run, but they are running towards something. They run to test their limits, to break new records. And when we do it right, we inspire others.
The inaugural Coffee Marathon, uplifting rural coffee women, 24th May at Africa Coffee Park, Ntungamo.
Come, let us run.
To register, dial *217 *413 #. Choose option 4. Or scan the event QR code or visit the website to choose the race options. Brought to you by Inspire Africa Group.
Sam nazanya ruto ganyiga star 278 then hash ujja kubanga oyingide mu kazannyo nga sente zino zimula wano zina wangu zino wano milioni 10 36 ebintu nasooka bilaba ku TV nange saasoka kikiriza ningamulayo kino kinzo kubanga kituufu oba yaddala sibya bufere sente zino nazifunye zino nazikoze eki naziwangudde amasanyu nina mangi ebyoto byange byembadde njagala ngenda bituukiriza.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win. Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory.
Special announcement from the Baseline Education Census 2025. The Uganda Bureau of Statistics, in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Sports, is conducting the Baseline Education Census 2025. This exercise will cover all learning institutions in the country for both government and private establishments, namely pre-primary, primary, secondary, vocational, and higher institutions of learning. The Baseline Education Census exercise data collection is being conducted in a phased manner, starting with Greater Kampala Metropolitan Area, comprising of districts of Kampala, Mukono, and Wakiso. The rollout to all other regions will commence at the beginning of second term. The Baseline Education Census collects information on learners, teachers, and school facilities to facilitate planning and policy decisions in the education sector. Uganda Bureau of Statistics appeals to the general public, heads of schools and institutions, as well as the local government authorities to cooperate with the BEC enumerators. In a special way, UBOS appeals to all parents of the learners to support the exercise by availing learners with their correct date of birth, national identification number, and learner's identification number. For more information, please call 0772 933 628 or 0743 787 189 from Dr. Chris Mukiza, Executive Director.
Hey, Okero. Hey, Kajambo. Mukasa. Where are you going with the family? Eh?
Oh no. Hey. We are on our way to the polling station. The Electoral Commission is displaying the National Voters Register. And I need to make sure my name is on it. And Sophie here wants to confirm her voter details. We are all warming up for elections.
What about these young men? I can see you.
These ones are no longer boys. They are now men. Last election, they were too young to vote. But now, they are ready to vote.
Mukasa, you have really inspired me. Now let me also go home and pick my wife so we can check the details in the register. Okay. See you on the polling station.
The National Voters Register will be displayed at your polling station from 25th April to 15th May 2025. Please do not miss this chance to confirm your polling station and your voter details. Report the dead for removal from the register and those who appear more than once. Every vote matters. This message is brought to you by the Electoral Commission of Uganda.
Life in Uganda today comes with so many uncertainties.
Where will Madam get Kameza if I get an accident and can't work? If anything happens to me, what will Junior eat?
Yeah, Kale Musa is still in the hospital. Guy is missing a lot of money here.
With a monthly payment of only 3,000 shillings off your Equity personal account for EquiLife insurance, you will be entitled to 50,000 shillings hospital cash per night spent in a registered facility, up to 20 nights every year. And your family will receive 3 million shillings in case of your death. Visit your nearest Equity agent to sign up today or call 0312 327 000 for assistance.
The Uganda National Oil Company UNOC is wholly owned by the Government of Uganda and was established to safeguard and promote Uganda's commercial interests in the petroleum sector. UNOC has two subsidiaries, the Uganda Refinery Holding Company URHC, which will hold a 40% stake in the 60,000 barrel per day refinery and manage the development of Kabalega Industrial Park, and the National Pipeline Company Limited NPC, in charge of pipelines, storage, and downstream business ventures. This subsidiary holds 15% interest in the East African Crude Oil Pipeline, EACOP. EACOP is a 1,445-kilometer long pipeline that will transport crude oil through 10 districts in Uganda to the port of Tanga in Tanzania. UNOC is also actively engaged in crude oil exploration, development, and production activities, and its participation role includes a 15% stake in the Tilenga, Nwoya, and Bulisa, and Kingfisher development projects, Chikure. UNOC also holds the exploration license for Kasuruban Block in Hoima, Bulisa, and Masindi. UNOC currently owns and manages the Ginger Storage Terminal and will build a 320 million litre capacity terminal in MPG called the Kampala Storage Terminal. At UNOC, we're harnessing the potential of Uganda's petroleum resources, forging a sustainable future and preserving the natural beauty of Uganda. UNOC, your partner in Uganda's oil and gas industry.
Here's your chance to win school fees for your child for a whole year. Just pay school fees using Momo.
Today we are at Lukman Primary School that's located in Kauku, Bwerenga, right by the lakeside. We have a happy customer who paid for her daughter's school fees. Nuru wano muwanguzi era agenda kusoma guno mwaka gwonna. MTN Momo esasudde yo akolegwa akusoma.
Nga nsasula bitundu nendeeta nensasulako nasigala nga babanja natuka okuwumula nga tannamalayo banankisa bibadde byangu naye mwebale nnyo mwebalira mpulira nga essanyu limpitidde naye mpulira ate kati nga kaba bukaabi mu mutima mwebale nnyo mwebalidda kulanga nze muwanguzi nakonde nnooku.
Dial *165 *80 hash. Select option 2 for school pay. Select option 1 to pay school fees. Enter the student number and amount and approve the transaction. You will now enter the draw to win school fees for your child for a whole year.
We used to run, but most of the time we were running away from something. But nowadays, everything seems different. People still run, but they are running towards something. They run to test their limits, to break new records. And when we do it right, we inspire others.
The inaugural Coffee Marathon, uplifting rural coffee women, 24th May at Africa Coffee Park, Ntungamo.
Come, Let us run.
To register, dial star 217 star 413 hash. Choose option 4. Or scan the event QR code or visit the website to choose the race options. Brought to you by Inspire Africa Group.
UBC News Tonight. Welcome back from the break and thank you so much for watching. The Prime Minister Robin Anabanja has cautioned nurses and midwives to stop being absent from duty because it results into death of women in Uganda. This was during the International Day for Midwives held today in Hoima City, as our reporter tells it all. We'll have the Prime Minister's story a few minutes to come. Let's now take you into our segment where the Commissioner General of the Uganda Revenue Authority answers questions that are sent in by different taxpayers on tax-related issues.
Buza Commissioner. Welcome to Buza Commissioner program. Today the first question is from a gentleman called Joshua from Bukasa. And Joshua has asked his question in Luganda. He says, Musolo chi landlord gwa sasula. Mwami Joshua, landlord bwabeera nga nanyini enyumba y'okusula residential aba asasula omusolo gwe bayita rental income tax. Ate bwabeera landlord owa commercial property enyumba ez'obusuubuzi nga ebizimbe ebiri wakati mu town obeera mu business oba mu offices aba asasula eyo rental income tax n'ayongerako n'omusolo ogwa VAT. Omusolo ogwa income tax mwangu nnyo okubala. Bw'oba oyina ennyumba ng'ogirina mu mannya go as an individual oba osasula 12% ya income gy'ofuna naye ng'omaze okutoolawo emitwalo 23,150 buli mwezi. Kati ekyo kitegeeza nti bw'oba olina ennyumba ey'okupangisa ng'ogipangisa esente ziri wansi wa mitwalo 23,150 oba tosasula eyo rental income tax. Obeera mu category mu group gye bayita exempt from paying that rental tax. So amayumba matonotono ag'emizigo agasasula emitwalo 10, emitwalo 20 buli mwezi abo tebasasula musolo gwonna. Government yaba exemptinga. Naye bw'oba ofuna esente ezisuuka mu mitwalo 23,150 buli mwezi kuva mu nyumba yo, then ojja kubala eyo rental income tax naye naawe ng'omaze kusonyiwa ziri eza wansi emitwalo 23,150 ezo tozibala. So katugambe bw'oba ofuna emitwalo nga 35,150 23,150 zibeera exempt. Kati ezisuukamu mwezo ng'ezo emitwalo 10 egiyiseemu kutuuka kwa 35,150 zobalako 12% n'oweereza government. Ate bw'obeera company formula yo ya rental tax eyawukanako oba osasula 30% ku magobago ng'omaze okugyawo enfulumya yo yonna. Enfulumya eyo government eteeka lyagikapingira ku 50%. So oba ofuna million nga emu mu kizimbe ekyo oba ojjako 50% eyo nga gye balira mu kumaintaininga kizimbe oba costs endala. Kati eziba zisigaddewo ng'amagoba osasulako 30%. So details olunaddako nja kuziwandiika musobole okutegeera bulungi, naye omusolo kigosasula ng'oli landlord ebeera rental income tax. Naye property yo bw'ebeera commercial oba osasula rental income tax ne VAT. Buza Commissioner.
Thank you so much for watching. That is all we had for you at this point, but we'll get back here at 10 p.m. with another arrangement. We'll now hand you over to Jethro Kasaiji and the team for the front bench, where they'll give you the government are hosting today. My name is Michael Jordan Lukomwa with Elizabeth Nakakon and the whole team. Let's catch you at 10 p.m. To you, Jethro.
Well, thank you. It's now time for the front bench. Now, to improve quality services, public service, Safety of citizens, it's one of the objectives of Kampala Capital City Authority. A lot of things are happening within the city, but the authority is doing whatever it takes to ensure that we have a better city. Tonight, we shall be underscoring what needs to be done by KCCA for us to have a better city. You can be part of this conversation using the hashtag UBC Frontbench. I do have the honor and the pleasure, but remember, this is the show where we do host honorable ministers and all other leaders that really matter a lot when it comes to issues shaping our nation. I do have the pleasure to host the Honorable State Minister for Kampala and Metropolitan Affairs, Honorable Kabuye Chofa-Togabye. Good to have you on the show.
Thank you very much. Good evening, viewers, and I wish you a pleasant show. But before we go very far, allow me to extend my condolences to one of my developers in the city, Dr. Sudil Pareria, who lost his son in a car crash. I've been told they're not called accidents, along again one of our roads in the city. May his soul rest in eternal peace.
I also do have the pleasure to host the Executive Director of Kampala Capital City Authority, KCCA, Hajat Sharifa Buzechi. Good to have you, ED, on the show.
Good evening, viewers. I am happy to be with you tonight on UBC. I wish you good listening, and we are willing to take up all the feedback you have on that side. We'll be willing to interact with you. I also like to join the Honorable Minister to condole with the family of Mr. Sudil Pereira. Know what their contribution has been, and they are one of our biggest taxpayers. We condole with them. May Rajiv soul rest in peace.
All right, thank you so much, ED. For now, let's get started. My name is Jethro Kaseiji. For now, it's time for Unity.
Oh, Uganda, may God uphold thee. We lay our future in thy hand. United, free for liberty, together we'll always stand. Oh, Uganda.